Hey, welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 16 for April 6th, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Some awesome AI developments today, and we're going to make all of it make sense. Let's get into it. So imagine you have a really talented friend who knows exactly how to make your video games run super smooth on any computer. That is basically what happened today. Researchers from Right Now AI just released something called AutoKernel. It is an open source framework that uses an autonomous AI agent to automatically optimize GPU kernel code for any PyTorch model. Here is what that means in plain English. Writing fast code that runs efficiently on a graphics card, the GPU, is normally one of the hardest jobs in AI engineering. It requires deep expertise and lots of trial and error. AutoKernel lets an LLM agent, a smart AI helper that can think, try things, and learn from mistakes, handle this whole process in a loop. You give it a regular PyTorch model, the kind used in many image or language AIs, and the agent works to make the underlying GPU code run faster. You do not have to write any tricky, low-level instructions yourself. Think of it like having a super smart friend who watches you play a video game. Then that friend rewrites the game's engine on the fly to make it run smoother on your computer. Instead of you learning all the secret tricks, the AI agent experiments, measures speed, and keeps improving until the model performs better. This matters because right now, the fastest AI models often need experts who can write specialized GPU code. That slows down innovation and makes powerful AI more expensive to run. If this kind of autonomous optimization becomes common, more students, indie game makers, and hobbyists could build faster, cheaper AI projects. You would not need a PhD in graphics programming. For you specifically, it means the AI tools you use at school or for creative projects could become quicker and more responsive in the future. Imagine homework helpers or art generators that do not lag as much. Right now, you cannot directly run AutoKernel without some technical setup. But the code is open source. If you are curious about seeing how AI agents solve real problems, you can read the full announcement. For total beginners, a fun-related thing you can try today is going to the ChatGPT website or Claude. Ask it to explain a simple coding concept in steps. That is the same agent-like thinking style in action, just at a much simpler level. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show. Let's do a deep dive into how AI vision models sometimes break during multi-step reasoning, and how a new project called HopChain helps fix it. You know how when you are solving a puzzle in a video game, one tiny mistake early on can make you lose the whole level? That is basically what happens with many AI vision models when they try to reason about images in several steps. Imagine you and a friend are describing a photo of a birthday party over text. Your friend says there is a cake. Then later, the cake has candles. Then the candles are lit, so it must be someone's birthday. But if your friend misread the first photo and thought the cake was actually a pizza, every later conclusion would be wrong. The mistakes compound. AI vision models do something similar. They look at an image, make a small observation, then use that to answer the next part of a question and the next. A tiny error in seeing one detail, like mistaking an object's color or counting items wrong, gets magnified across multiple reasoning steps. The final answer becomes completely off. Alibaba's Chuen team created HopChain to fix this. It works by automatically generating a series of smaller, linked visual questions that force the model to double-check each detail before moving on, kind of like a checklist that makes the AI verify, is the cake really a cake before it is allowed to decide whose birthday it is. And that is basically how these vision reasoning problems work. Not so scary, right? All right, let's move on to some cool stuff you can actually try right now. First up, people are now giving AI agents their own human-like tools, separate email accounts, phone numbers, digital wallets, computers, and voices. Instead of just chatting inside one app, these agents can send real emails, make calls, remember things, browse the web, and even spend money on your behalf. It is exciting because it turns AI from a simple assistant into something that can act more independently, like a digital helper that can handle tasks while you are at school or asleep. You can try a tiny version of this idea right now without any sign-up. Go to the ChatGPT website or Google's Gemini, start a new chat and say, "Pretend you are my personal assistant with your own email address. Plan a fake birthday party for me and write 3 emails you would send to friends, a bakery, and a party supply store." Watch how the AI starts thinking like it has its own identity and tools. It is a fun, creative exercise that shows where this technology is heading. Next, chatbots are coming to your car. ChatGPT is now available inside Apple CarPlay. This lets drivers talk to the AI while driving. Android Auto does not have it yet, so Apple users get this feature first. This is cool because instead of just voice commands for music or maps, you could ask the AI to explain something you are curious about, or help with homework ideas on the way to school, or even get creative storytelling during long trips. It brings the AI you already use on your phone into the car in a safer, hands-free way. Try this today. If you have an iPhone, open the ChatGPT app, start a voice conversation, and pretend you are in the car. Ask it questions you might want answered on a road trip. It gives you a taste of what driving with an AI companion could feel like. Time for a few quick bits. First, there is a Reddit discussion about whether AI should be a moral authority. The poster argues that AI tools should help you without correcting your personal beliefs or morals. They even started a petition saying AI should be an assistant, not a digital parent or teacher of right and wrong. It is a great conversation starter about where we want the line between helpful and preachy. Next, a veteran programmer with 11 years of experience shared that he recently struggled to solve a bug without using AI. He worries the thinking muscle for generating ideas under uncertainty is getting weaker when we always ask AI first. It is an honest and relatable reminder that it is good to sometimes practice thinking through problems yourself. Finally, someone resurrected an old 2004 Linux program that shows running processes as colorful bubbles in a lava lamp. They modernized it and now run it on a little robot car with a Raspberry Pi. It is a perfect example of creative, fun, AI-adjacent projects that blend nostalgia with new hardware. And that's a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, huh, that's cool, go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.